Want to dominate the world in Metaphor ReFantazio? Well, you're in the right place. In today's video, I'm breaking down 7 game-changing tips that will take your gameplay from good to godlike. So, let's dive right in and level up your skills. We're talking everything from mastering archetypes for those permanent buffs, to building crucial bonds with your followers, and even some combat strategies that'll keep you alive when things get tough. Stick around, because these tips are going to make a huge difference in your journey. Let's dive deeper into the importance of mastering archetypes in Metaphor ReFantazio. Archetypes are not just skill trees, they're essential to your character's long-term development. By maxing out an archetype, you unlock more than just new abilities. Each archetype you fully master gives your character permanent stat boosts, which last for the entire game. These can be anything from HP increases to improvements in agility, magic power, and even unique bonuses tied to your combat style. For example, fully mastering the Gunner archetype could give your character a permanent +2 to agility, helping them move faster and land more hits. Completing the Seeker archetype might grant a +20 HP bonus, which will be vital during difficult, drawn-out battles later in the game. One of the key benefits of these permanent stat boosts is their cumulative effect. As you progress through the game, these small boosts add up, and they can make the difference between surviving a challenging dungeon or falling short in the final moments. Not only do these boosts help you in combat, but they also enhance your ability to adapt to different enemies and environments. Some archetypes, like the Magic Seeker or Wizard, provide boosts to MP, ensuring you can cast more spells in longer fights without running out of resources. That's why it's crucial to prioritize leveling up a variety of archetypes early on. It might feel like a grind, but trust me, the permanent bonuses are well worth the effort. These buffs will stick with you throughout the game, making your character stronger and more versatile for the battles ahead. So, don't skip out on those archetypes. Mastering them is a game changer.
I won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason I'm here.
Next up, let's talk about switching things up with your archetypes. It's really tempting to stick with a specific role for each character, like keeping your healer as just a healer, or your damage dealer only focused on hitting hard, but Metaphor ReFantazio rewards flexibility. The game's enemies throw all sorts of surprises at you, and being able to adapt is key to staying ahead. By diversifying your archetypes, you give your characters access to a wider range of skills, which means you can cover more ground in both offense and defense. For example, teaching your damage dealers some healing spells can really save you in tight situations when your main healer is down or busy with other tasks. And by mixing archetypes, you're setting yourself up with synergies between characters, which can make fights go a lot smoother. You'll never be caught off guard by enemies exploiting a weakness. Experimenting early on will make you more adaptable later when the game throws harder challenges at you. You don't want to be stuck with rigid roles, so make sure you're leveling up a mix of archetypes to keep your options open.
Try some of this!
Now, let's talk about your followers. Building strong bonds with your party members in Metaphor ReFantazio isn't just about story development. It actually gives you some serious gameplay bonuses. Spending time with your followers helps level up their bonds, which in turn unlocks unique abilities and bonuses that can make a huge difference during battle. As their bond level increases, you'll start to see reductions in MG cost, more inherent slots for archetypes, and even new archetypes themselves. For example, leveling a follower's bond might reduce the MG cost to study a powerful archetype, giving you access to it sooner and making your character more versatile. Or, you might unlock unique abilities that are specific to that follower, which can give you an edge in tough fights. The more time you invest in these relationships, the more benefits you get. So it's not just about leveling your own character, but growing your team as well. Don't sleep on those quiet moments. Bonds make a huge difference in battle, and the perks you unlock can turn the tide when things get tough. So take the time to connect with your followers. It's definitely worth it. Guarding might seem like a waste of a turn, but trust me, in Metaphor ReFantazio, it's way more important than you think. Guarding isn't just about reducing damage, it actually prevents enemies from exploiting your weaknesses. When your characters get hit by attacks targeting their specific vulnerabilities, enemies can gain extra turns, which is a huge problem. But if you guard, it blocks that from happening, which could totally change the outcome of a fight. In tough battles, especially against bosses or large groups of enemies, guarding at the right time can save your party. You'll avoid giving enemies those critical extra turns, which usually lead to devastating combos or status effects. It's a smart defensive move that can turn the tide in your favor. When in doubt, guard. It could be the difference between victory and defeat. You might lose some offense, but it's better than losing your whole team. Now, let's talk about hero items. These special items are key to quickly leveling up your archetypes without grinding. Items like Hero's Leaf of Light provide archetype experience instantly to the equipped archetype. This is super helpful when you're trying to unlock more advanced archetypes, or just don't want to dedicate too much time to leveling up a secondary one. These hero items are perfect for leveling up archetypes that aren't part of your main playstyle, but are necessary to unlock more powerful abilities down the road. They're rare, so it's important to save them for when you really need to progress quickly, like when you're unlocking advanced archetypes or want to avoid extra grinding. Save these items for the right moment to avoid unnecessary grinding, especially when you need to unlock powerful archetypes later in the game.
I am the last of my house, I am the last of my noble bloodline, and in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand!
Okay, this tip might sound odd, but trust me, it's worth it. In Metaphor ReFantazio, taking baths at night isn't just for show. When you use bath salts, you actually gain permanent stat boosts, which can really stack up as the game progresses. For example, using the fleeting Fountain of Youth will increase your agility by 2, while the Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb gives you a permanent boost to endurance. Now here's the catch. Bath salts are limited. You can't just grab them whenever you want. They're only available from certain vendors, and the stock doesn't last forever. So it's really important to check shops regularly and grab any bath salts you can find. Over time, these small permanent boosts add up and can make a big difference in those late game boss fights or difficult dungeons. Also, if there's nothing else worth doing on a particular night, take a bath. It's a simple way to improve your character's stats over the long term. Check vendors often for bath salts. Those small stat boosts might seem minor at first, but they really add up over time. Trust me, these bath salts could be the difference between surviving a tough boss fight and losing it all.
Oh, fate's subtle child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment.
One of the more unique mechanics in Metaphor ReFantazio is political debating. Once you progress to the royal capital, you'll notice different podiums in different cities where you can challenge your rivals to debates. These aren't just for fun, they come with huge benefits. You can earn money, increase 2 royal virtues like eloquence and imagination, and even boost your popularity. On top of that, winning all these debates unlocks you an achievement, so there's plenty of incentive to tackle them whenever you can. Something to keep in mind is these debates are missable if you progress too far in the main story, so be sure to check for them daily when visiting new cities. Debating isn't just about boosting stats, it can directly impact how well you perform in future battles. Plus, if you want to get the most out of the game's achievements and increase your standing, mastering debates is a must. So don't skip these debates, they're hidden gems that can seriously boost your gameplay.
Get on with it then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Alright, to quickly recap, we covered everything from maximizing your archetypes and taking advantage of hero items, to the importance of bonds, guarding, and even mastering debates to boost your stats. Each of these tips will help you make the most of your journey in Metaphor ReFantazio. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more Metaphor ReFantazio guides and gameplay tips. Also drop a comment with your favorite tip or one you'd like to add. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.